This is the BSC Football Review with head coach Eddie Garfinkel. An inside look at Birmingham Southern football. The Birmingham Southern Football Review is being brought to you by Pepsi, always refreshing. Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers. If we don't take care of our customers, someone else will. Alabama Power, always on. America's first federal credit union, refreshingly unbanked life. The Greater Birmingham Convention and Visitors Bureau. Dreamland Barbecue. Ain't nothing like 'em nowhere. Piggly Wiggly. We'll see you at the pig. Limbaugh Toyota. Home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Southeast Urgent Care in Fultondale. Providing healthcare needs for BSC athletes. And by St. Vincent Sports Medicine. Performance medicine at its best.
Right now, defense, let's stop him. Offense, shove it down the throat. Let's go. Panthers on BSC. Panthers.
Welcome into this week's edition of the Birmingham Southern Football Review. I'm Landrum Roberts. On this week's show, we take a look back at Birmingham Southern's road trip to Memphis. And as always, we sit down with head coach Eddie Garfinkel. Plus, we'll show you our top 5 Panther plays of the game. All of that and more coming your way next, right here on the Birmingham Southern Football Review.
All right, come on in. You'll try the Pepsi Challenge with us today?
Yes. You just tell us which side you like better. Okay.
I like that one better.
You like that side better? The Pepsi side.
Who wants to try the Pepsi Challenge? Come on over. Do you like this side better?
That is a Pepsi. Pepsi.
And you're from Atlanta?
I'm from Atlanta.
You're going to go home and spread the word that...
You're going to go home and hide. Pepsi tastes better.
At Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers, we believe in service.
Maintenance service, tire service, repair service,
and most importantly, customer service.
We believe in treating our customers with respect and integrity while offering all the services you need for your car.
Most of all, at Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers,
we believe in keeping cars on the road, keeping families safe,
and keeping you coming back whenever the need arises.
This is big. Limbaugh Toyota's big time savings event. 17,888 buys Camry. Yes, Camry. Now 17,888. Automatic, no charge. Big time savings now at Limbaugh Toyota. Camry, only 17,888. Automatic, no charge. Don't wait. Savings this big won't last long at Limbaugh Toyota. Exit 120 off I-59 West.
We supply over 44,000 square miles of Alabama with electricity every day. We're there no matter what, because our state needs us. And more importantly, you need us. We're dedicated to keeping your power flowing even in the face of extreme weather or even more extreme federal mandates. Dedication. That's how we bring power to Alabama. Alabama Power. Always on.
Welcome back to the Birmingham Southern Football Review. Landrum Roberts now being joined by Birmingham Southern head football coach Eddie Garfinkel. Coach, tough one on the road Saturday in Memphis. You fall to Rhodes by a score of 20-10 and just missed opportunities for your team on Saturday.
Yeah, just one of those situations where unfortunately, our offensive guys really kind of didn't show up, and defense played good enough to win. And we're 3-2 in the conference, and several weeks ago, same thing happened when we lost to Hendrix on the road. Our offensive guys showed up, and our defensive guys haven't. So we're just very inconsistent all around, and that's kind of been the story of this season, unfortunately.
Well, let's start on the offensive side of the ball. I thought it was apparent early on and throughout the ball game that Rhodes, they were going to put an emphasis on stopping the run, and they did that for the most part on Saturday.
Right. Of course, our winning formula is run the football and stop the run, and of course we've got to protect the football, and our offense just did not do a very good job of running the ball, and some of it had to do with Rhodes, and some of it had to do with us too. We just didn't play as well as we have in the previous few games, and then we turned the ball over. So and really what happened is we'd have some things going offensively, then we'd get a penalty, a holding penalty, blocking the back, and that's kind of been our Achilles heel a little bit.
Yeah, rough day for your senior running back Joe Moultrie. 16 carries, 36 yards, had a couple of turnovers. I know no one feels worse about it than Joe Mo, but that was really the theme. And Samir Usman, he had a couple of good runs, but overall, the Rhodes defense, they stepped up when they had to stop your running game.
Yeah, they did. They got after us pretty good, and we didn't handle, they do a lot of twisting and looping, and we didn't handle some things up front very well, and then Joe just didn't protect the football. He didn't do a very good job. We work on that. Coach Gann works on that with our tailbacks all the time, and just for whatever reason, he just did not do a very good job of protecting the ball on Saturday.
With Rhodes coming in with that mindset defensively, they force your freshman quarterback. It's almost like they said, let's make the freshman beat us through the air on the road. Mickey Courtney has to put the ball up 42 times. He was 21 of 42. I thought he played well at times. He was able to find 9 different receivers. You've got to like that, especially for the future of your ball club.
Yeah, Mickey's improved. He's done some good things, especially late in the game when we were having to go to our 2-minute with our 10 personnel grouping, and he did some good things. Again, the biggest thing is, all of a sudden we get some positive play, and instead of first down in midfield, we get a holding penalty, and it's 1st and 20, and that's why we're having to go to the passing game a little bit, try to make up 20 yards, and it's just hard to do that. So that was kind of the situation all game long.
Well, one of the solids, the guy that you can count on every game, and Mickey Courtney's been able to go to every game, is your senior Michael Cowan. You can't say enough about the senior wide receiver.
Yeah, Michael's has had a good year, and he did a really good job. We finally put him back here. He had a thigh problem, and we kind of took him out of the kicking game, return game, but he's done well at receiver and as our kickoff and punt returner since we've moved him back there. So he's had a good year.
Another guy who's steadily improved for you, Hagan Mancuso, continues to work every week and getting better as the season has progressed. A 27-yard field goal, and did a great job punting in Memphis on Saturday.
Yeah, Hagan, like I said, and a perfect example of a guy that kind of got off to a rough start of the year and kept a good attitude, worked hard, went to work, and tried to improve, and he has. And real proud of Hagan and doing a great job of kicking and punting and kickoffs for us.
All right, let's look at the defensive side of the ball. I know you were proud of your unit. Once again, they come in and they play well. I thought that one of the keys was, again, the 3rd down conversions. Once again, you're great in that category, especially on Saturday. You hold them to 2 of 12 converting on 3rd downs. Had to be excited about that. And if you just read the stat line and looked at their total yardage, just over 200 yards of total offense, you would have thought that Birmingham Southern would have won this game.
Yeah, our defense, again, they played well, and we've been pretty consistent, the last several games, especially the conference games. So, we did a really good job on 3rd down, and we've been able to limit our plays, and we've been able to be fresh by getting off the field on 3rd down. So I think we only played 56 plays this past game, and that helps us. But they've done a good job. We've practiced well on defense, and they understand the scheme, and so we've improved there the last several conference games. And we need to do a better job in the red zone. If we can hold them out of the end zone, we gave up 2 red zone scores down there, but that's something we got to continue to work on.
Let's single out 3 of your upperclassmen: Peyton Gaines, LaPrentice Gunn, and Austin Hansard, all solid game Saturday.
Yeah, and all 3 have played well throughout the year, pretty consistent. Austin's, our leader on defense. Peyton Gaines, probably our leader of the defensive line, and LaPrentice has really had a good year this year.
All right, talk about how you addressed your team. Obviously, you came into this game with aspirations, still a chance to win the conference. You've taken the approach one game at a time. Now it's going to be tough to win the Southern Athletic Association. You've got the week off. What did you tell your team post-game Saturday?
Well, you know what? I told them we're proud of them. You start 0-4, and they just hung in there. I don't think there's any games that we showed up just not ready to play. And they prepared, like champions every week. And I don't think a lot of people, had us playing a meaningful game in November after an 0-4 start. So, I know we're disappointed, and I have not done a good job with this team this year as far as I think playing to the potential. And so we just got to kind of regroup, and we got one more game, and we want to send our seniors out on a winning note. And if we play good, we feel like we have a shot.
Well, you mentioned the preseason projections. I know you and I talked in your office before the season started, and at best, Birmingham Southern was considered maybe a 4th place finisher in the SAA standings.
Right. And we were hoping for better than that. We knew we had some issues at quarterback, and playing a freshman quarterback is not what you desire, but it did happen. And then our kicking issues, but those positions improved throughout the year, and we just have been inconsistent overall, just our overall football team. And that's kind of, that's why we're sitting here with a 3-6 record going into our last game.
So Birmingham Southern falls on the road in Memphis on Saturday, 20-10 to Rhodes. They fall to 3-2 in SAA play. Well, more to come as the Birmingham Southern Football Review continues right after this.
Southeast Urgent Care, located in Fultondale, Alabama, is owned and operated by former BSC baseball player and alumnus Dr. Paul Roberts. Dr. Roberts is board certified in emergency medicine and has over 10 years' experience in the busiest emergency rooms in Alabama. Dr. Roberts and his staff are able to provide high-quality medical care in a state-of-the-art facility with digital x-ray and on-site lab testing. Southeast Urgent Care is able to provide the care you want at the time you need and with a friendly attitude that will make you feel like you're not just another patient.
With the new mobile deposit feature through the America's First Banking app, depositing a check is easier than posting a latte pic. Just photograph the check, confirm the amount, and send. Best of all, mobile deposit is free at America's First Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to the Birmingham Southern Football Review. Landrum Roberts once again being joined by head football coach Eddie Garfinkel. Coach, I'd like to single out some of the players that have been consistent and consistently improving for your team this season.
Yeah, you know, we've had, although we've kind of been inconsistent as a football team, we've had some guys that have gotten better throughout the year. And on the defensive side of the ball, I can think of, you know, Peyton Gaines has really worked hard, came in really good shape, and lost weight like we had, you know, told him to, and it's paid off. And he's had his best year, and he's been pretty consistent on our defensive line. Austin Hansard, you know, returning all-conference player, and he's definitely having an all-conference year again. He's the leader of our defense, has had some really, really good games, especially here of late. And then LaPrentice Gunn, you know, was a starting corner last year and needed to improve. And I think he leads the conference with 5 interceptions, but not only just the interceptions, but he's been pretty consistent throughout the year. On the offensive side of the ball, you know, the one guy that really stands out is Mickey Courtney. You know, going in and he got his first action the second half, kind of a mop-up role against Huntington, and then had to come in against Stetson and play, and then finally his first start. You know, but he's improved every game, and then Michael Cowan on offense has been very consistent. And again, he's kind of pushed through a quad injury throughout the whole year, but he's had some good plays for us and does a good job of blocking and also catching the football.
All right, Coach, a lot of those players we will see here as we present to you our weekly edition of our Panther Top 5 Plays of the Game. Our number 5 Top 5 Panther Play of the Game was quarterback Mickey Courtney's back shoulder pass to Colby Crossfield.
Yeah, that's one thing that Rose has given us single coverage on backside of trips, and we threw it up and completed a couple, and also they had some pass interferences of that. So Mickey did a good job, and Colby did a good job of making that play, set up our field goal.
Our number 4 Panther Play of the Game was place kicker Hagan Mancuso's 27-yard field goal.
Like we had talked about earlier, Hagan, you know, has done a really good job of you know, working on his field goals and extra points, and I think he's got a lot more confidence, and that was a big play for us to get points at the time.
Our number 3 Panther Plays of the Game are Hagan Mancuso's 59-yard and 60-yard punt.
Really proud of our punt team unit. They did a good job. Rhodes comes after every time with an 8-man block, and our guys did a really good job of protecting, and Hagan did a good job of getting it out and had two big punts that turned the field position around.
Our number 2 Panther Play of the Game was the defense's sequence to keep Rhodes out of the end zone.
Yeah, you know, unfortunately, felt like there was a bad call on Joe's fumble because Marquise Pratt clearly recovered it, and they gave them the ball. Then you know, I had an unsportsmanlike. It's just wasn't a good call, but put our defense in a bind. They had first down at the 10-yard line, I think, and did a really good job of holding him, and then got a lot of pressure on the field goal attempt, and they missed it.
Our top Panther Play of the game was running back Samir Usman's 25-yard run from scrimmage.
Yeah, you know, they did a good job with a 4th and short. They did a little pooch kick with their quarterback, and they executed twice very well, and we needed to get the ball out of the end zone, and we just ran a split zone play, and they had some twists, and our guys blocked it well, and he was able to pick up 26 yards.
And our best of the best Panther Play of the game was quarterback Mickey Courtney's touchdown pass to Daniel LaPera on this 8-yard slant.
You know, we did a good job of in our 2-minute offense and with our 4 wide receivers, and it was just a quick slant to Daniel, and Mickey found, you know, he went to the right person, and good execution.
Those are this week's top 5 Panther Plays of the game.
Back in 1958, Big Daddy John Bishop opened Dreamland Barbecue with his signature recipe for sauce and hickory fire grilled ribs. And that legendary taste and recipe have remained unchanged for over half a century. Dreamland now serves everything from ribs to pulled pork and chicken to sausage links and still uses that famous sauce. Come in as customers and leave as family at Dreamland. Ain't nothing like 'em nowhere.
Here's a look at this week's Southern Athletic Association conference standings with Center leading the way.
You know, I'll tell you what, our conference, especially with the addition of Berry and Hendricks, is very competitive. And top to bottom, all the teams are very competitive. So, the league has gotten better over the years since we've entered into it. So, you know, Center's this year is a class of the conference, and you know, kind of anybody's pick after that.
Welcome back to the Birmingham Southern Football Review. Landrum Roberts once again being joined by Eddie Garfinkel. And Coach, for our final segment, we look ahead. Of course, you get the off week this week, 2 weeks to prepare for conference leading Center Colonels. Talk about the off week. What do you plan to do with your team? Is it getting back to basics? And just kind of run us through what your plans are as a coaching staff.
Well, one thing, it's you know, it's just a little different, you know, late in the season. You know, so basically we've kind of changed our approach a little bit considering the circumstance. So we're going to give our players off on Monday and Friday, and we're going to work 3 days this week: Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And you know, we're going to try to get an early start on Center. You know, we've cut our practices back anyway. And that will give us some extra preparation time, and then we just got to get ready to go. We'll give them the weekend off and get ready to go on Monday.
Center, as we mentioned, they're 8-0 overall, 4-0 in conference play, but I'm sure that your guys, it's a big rivalry with Center in every sport here on the Hilltop, but your guys would love nothing more to give them their first loss of this season.
You know, Center's got a really, really good program. Their team is built like a lot of the Northern Division III schools. You know, they've got big guys. They go to Ohio and get a lot of recruits, and so, you know, we have not matched up well against them over the years. So it's going to be quite a challenge. We're going to have to play really good, and you know, it's senior day. We have 26 seniors, their last time in a Birmingham Southern uniform, and so hopefully, you know, our guys will be able to, you know, get ready to play, and we just need to try to find a way to win a football game one last time this season.
Well, Coach, could it be an advantage that a lot of the kids on this team, they remember going up to Danville, Kentucky, one of the pivotal games at the end of the season that led to the 2012 SAA championship for Birmingham Southern?
Yeah, I'm hoping so, you know, and I think that, you know, Center certainly did not expect us to come out there and get after them like that. And, you know, sports in general, especially the game of football where you have, it's a collision sport, is so mental anyway. And you know, so we just got to get ready to play and play well and get after them. And so if we do those things, I think that you know, we'll have a shot.
Well, it's going to be Senior Day here on the Hilltop, November 15th. Kickoff is set for 1 o'clock, and I know a lot of seniors that you'll be sad to see go. Not only on a personal level, but on an athletic level, they'll be honored here before the ball game.
Well, we have a great group of seniors. You know, even though the season has not gone as we had hoped, it's been pretty challenging, but they've never flinched. They've showed great leadership throughout, and can't be more proud than a group of guys. And so, you know, really, they deserve to go out on a winning note, and we're going to, you know, really shoot for that.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of the Birmingham Southern Football Review. For the coach, Eddie Garfinkel, I'm Landrum Roberts. We'll see you next week. The Birmingham Southern Football Review is being brought to you by Pepsi, always refreshing, Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers. If we don't take care of our customers, someone else will. Alabama Power, always on. America's first federal credit union, refreshingly unbanked life. The Greater Birmingham Convention and Visitors Bureau. Dreamland Barbecue, ain't nothing like 'em nowhere. Piggly Wiggly, we'll see you at the Pig. Limbaugh Toyota, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Southeast Urgent Care in Fultondale, providing healthcare needs for BSC athletes. And by St. Vincent Sports Medicine, performance medicine at its best.